Wagwan foodies, welcome back to Tamara Recipes. In today's video, I am going to take you into the kitchen with me and I'm going to show you how I made this flavorful, delicious Jamaican steamed fish simmered in coconut milk. So if that sounds like something that you are interested, please stick around to the end. And don't forget to share the video, guys. Tell others about Tamara Recipes. Let's get right into the video. So I have my fish. No, I don't remember the type of fish, guys. So I'm gonna try to remember the name of the fish. If I do, then I will leave the name of the fish in the description box. But guess what, guys? Fish are fish. So any fish you like, you can just season your fish and just make a steamed fish. Alright, so I have some garlic powder, black pepper, I have a pinch of salt, and I have some fish seasoning. Now I'm going to add my seasoning on my fish. But guys, I forgot to mention that I washed my fish nicely. So I used some lime, I used some vinegar, and I use some salt. Alright, and I wash the fish nicely and I pat dry them, and now I'm seasoning them. Now you want to ensure that you clean inside of the fish also. Now bear in mind, guys, that if you like, you could always remove the fins from your fish, but for me it don't bother me, so I just have to season my fish and cook my fish. Alright, now I'm just preparing 2 fish today, but you can prepare as much or as little as you like. Alright, guys, so let us season our fish nicely, and you can always use other seasoning as well. You could also use some paprika if you like. So ensure that you add some seasoning inside of the fish, because you know you want all of your fish full of flavor. Alright, you know if you season some and some parts are left out. Now guys, I totally forgot to make some slits into my fish. So when I remembered, I said let me do it so that I can add some flavor inside of the fish also. So because my fish is not very big, I'm just making like 1 on each side of the fish. But if you have a bigger fish, then you could make 2 slits. Alright, now I'm just gonna add some flavor inside of the fish also, and just set it aside after I'm finished doing so, and I'm gonna prep my rest of my ingredients. Now guys, I don't need to marinate fish, alright, because fish has its own flavor. You could also leave out all of the powdered seasoning and just add some black pepper and salt. Alright, so I have some carrot, I have my pumpkin, I have my chopped onion, scallion, red and yellow sweet pepper. I have some green onion, I have scotch bonnet pepper to my taste, garlic, and some Irish. Now I'm gonna make it like a 1-pot meal, even though I'm gonna have mine with some festivals, but you know you could always add and take away from the recipe. So I have some butter melting in some coconut oil. Now the coconut oil and the butter give a fish such a nice flavor, so we're going to allow our butter to melt, and then we're going to add our seasoning. Alright, so first we are going to add our natural seasoning so that we can get some flavors from them. I forgot to mention that I also have some pimento seeds. Alright, so let us just saute up those seasonings. Let those flavors, bursting with flavors. You can just smell the aroma from all of that seasoning. And then after sauteing them for about 2 minutes, I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients. Alright guys, so as I said before, you could always do your steamed fish, more simple than this, but I want mine to be a 1-pot meal. So you could also have this with some turn corn meals. So if you can't make the festival, or if you don't want to make the festival, make it with some turn corn meal, or just have it like this, because as I said before, it can be done as a 1-pot meal also. So I want to flavor my ground provisions. Alright, flavor my pumpkin and my Irish. So I'm gonna add some pack seasoning after I'm finished sauteing all of that for seasoning. Alright, so let us add some black pepper first, and then I'm gonna add just a little all-purpose seasoning. This step is completely optional, but for me guys, I flavor my saying in my kitchen, so I always gotta add flavors. Alright, So after adding all of my powdered seasoning, I'm going to saute all of my vegetables for like 3 to 5 minutes on like a low flame, just so all of those flavors to to come together. And then after doing so, I am going to add the rest of my ingredients. All right, you could also add some fresh tomatoes, but I don't really like tomatoes with my fish, like my steamed fish, so I'm not gonna add any. Now I'm adding some coconut milk. Now at this point you could add some water, but for me, coconut milk packs your dish with so much flavor, so why not add it? Alright, so I just added like 1.5 cups of coconut milk because I love my steamed fish with all of that nice sauce. I totally forgot to add some okra, guys. It was when I finished making the record and I'm saying, oh my god, why didn't I add some okra in my fish? Alright, so I added some Maggi chicken seasoning. I added maybe about two tablespoons. Yes, I don't know if it's because of the heat, but my Maggi seasoning, it was kind of crumbled, but I still make it work. Alright, so if you like, I love the noodle. If you like, you could always just use the powder. And then, but I didn't want to use the powder alone. I like to put my noodles in there, so I added my noodles too. I'm adding some paprika just for the additional color. And then I'm just gonna give it a taste, because you have to taste the food now, so you taste, to see if it reaches your desire. Alright, so when it reaches my desire, I'm gonna let it simmer maybe about 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna add my fish. Alright, so you're gonna add your nicely seasoned fish. Yes, guys. Now after adding my fish, I like to put a little of the seasoning on top of the fish, just so all of that nice flavor, goes right into the fish. Even though when it's boiling, it will go all over on the fish, but I like to do this. Alright, so this part is completely optional, but this is just my preference. Yes, guys. So just cover the pot and let your fish steam on like a medium low flame, because you don't want your fish to mash up in the pot. Alright, so at this point my fish is all done. As I said before, I love the sauce. Like, the best part of your steamed fish is the sauce, because all of them flavors, all them nutrients, they just cook out in your sauce. Alright, so this is the end product. As I said before, I'm gonna have my with some festivals, so that video will be uploaded so you can get a chance to see how I made them. Alright, so if you try the recipe, please comment down below and give me your feedback. Please share with others, tell them about my recipes. Thank you so much for watching.